Texas State Fair. Played here since 1932, these two programs have defined conferences, won national titles, and no matter what happens, they find their way back to each other. And when these two meet, the whole nation pays attention. Glad to have you with us from the original Cotton Bowl, located on the fairgrounds in the heart of Dallas, Texas. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 11th ranked team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Sooners will put toe to leather and we'll get started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense will have the opening possession of the game. And for a full year, the Longhorns had to think about how they just got blown back down I-35 in that game last year, David.
Yeah, and heard it from their coaches all week long about the beatdown. They talk about how much they got beat by, how they didn't play well, what they're going to do to them again, Jesse. They've heard it plenty.
Well, they've been waiting all year to try and resurrect those demons, guys, but that's the great thing about rivalry games. You're always going to get another opportunity the next year, so I can't wait to see how Texas responds in this one.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. From the gun, the running back has it. Powers through the defender. Ran to that daylight to pick up 6 to the 22.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Wall. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. The Longhorns come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster. The Longhorns will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Books it all the way in and now turns his attention upfield. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he's stopped. So Oklahoma's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been so...
Turning it on! They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Really nice run. This guy brings balance to this offense. It's not all high-flying aerial passing attack, too. You go back to Adrian Peterson, DeMarco Murray, Samaje Perine. They've always had guys in these spread-up tempo offenses that have been able to give them balance and force the defense to stay honest. That's exactly what this guy brings the Sooner offense.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
Guys on the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football. And you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to make the stop after a pickup of 2 to the 30.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the line.
That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Sooners pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Send the tight end in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on second down.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats, and he's shuffling, and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but, hey, batting it away. It's a big-time play.
Now facing a third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what we saw in that one.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown Sooners.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And he tacks on the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. They keep pushing forward, now back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires into the end zone. Finds a soft spot in the middle. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, as a defensive coach, that's a win. When you can be already put in a bad position with your offense fumbles and they're in scoring position and you give up just 3, that is a situational football at its best. Nice job by this defense, handling a little adversity and just giving up the field goal.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man, it's Woods. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. And now on second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Working that wide receiver screen. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
A great job by the defense seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Wants to throw on 3rd. Fires to the big fella. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete. Winner of this game dons the golden hat, but you know, Jesse, only David could wear the golden hat among the three of us because there's no way either of us should put a hat on the kind of heads of hair we have.
Well, I've also understood that the hat's like a triple XL, and we know David's got a big dome, and that's probably the only reason why he would wear it. But I'll tell you what, these players, they think about trying that old sucker on after this.
Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29. The idea was to sell that play fake. Nobody was buying it.
You're right, Reese. That D-line, they looked like they had their ears pinned back, and they were coming after the quarterback. You saw dudes rush upfield. They got to that QB fast.
Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. And the Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
Makes the grab. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. Quarterback making checks. They'll move the wide receiver. He's looking to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And how about this? They're going to send the kicker out there to try to put a thunderfoot into one. What an absolute howitzer he unleashed off his foot. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Michigan State is ahead in East Lansing, but that's not exactly Kenneth Walker III out there running the ball. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 7 over Ohio State. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys. They've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch. Their physical pass defense, it brings up a 4th down. The Longhorns send out the punt unit. And the returner will be knocked down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Looking to throw on first down. He makes the grab. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on first down. To the air on first down. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year.
Breaks into the open.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more.
Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Longhorns will punt it away on 4th down. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Makes the catch. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. Motion from the back. Looking downfield on first down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Might be changing the route. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Bringing the heat. And that's gonna fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. He lost one down the sideline. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And the Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. Fair catch called for and made around the 20-yard line. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the 2nd half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it in halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the 2nd half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Sanders. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to take off. Gets away from one. He's got space. And he scoots his way to the 1st down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Nice job. Nice way to end that play for the QB. He does a really good job scrambling, getting the 1st down, and getting down. Because defensively, I'm trying to get a lick. Anytime I can hit the quarterback, that is a win.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Sooner offense returns to the field. Starts a drive, trying to go up top. The screen, he's got wheels. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to break the pocket. Another interception. That's number 17 on the year. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Just go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the 2nd half.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. You just can't hit the quarterback like that. The defender got caught red-handed. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Headed to the end zone. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. They're going to run it. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Longhorns!
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. They'll run it out of the shotgun. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. The Sooners line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a one-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together throwing the football if they want to win this game.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off play action. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Great place to start for this offense. Off play action on 1st down. He'll get rid of it. It's incomplete, and that also might be what is called a learning experience, and one this freshman got away with.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but, man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Wide open downfield. And the defense was right there to make the tackle, but not before they get it to the 12 and set up in the red zone. And the Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. From the red zone, it's Gibbs. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so...
And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. That one came in hot, and it's incomplete.
You want to know why this team is losing? Look no further than this statistic, guys. Their best receiver doesn't have a catch yet in this game. There they try to go his way again. The defense has completely shut him down.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. Possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And 4th and inches, you know what's coming. You know they're going to run the quarterback sneak, but it's one of the hardest plays in football to stop. You got to find a way to dive from the defensive line spot and stop the feet of the quarterback, and they couldn't do it. And listen, they only needed inches. That's what makes it so difficult to stop.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. got the first down and more. Still running at the 40. Out of bounds at the 33, but not before the big pickup for the ground game.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Right on the money. There he goes. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19 there in the red zone. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Great team defense on that one. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day.
This is what can happen at times. You get the snowball effect. Everything going their way in the first half. Big lead going into halftime. But it's mistake after mistake on both sides of the ball. And that interception, David, compounds the problem.
And this defense is complete.
Got room on the return. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch it, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, you could make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. Nebraska is up big right now in what's shaping up to be a blowout they'll be talking about in Lincoln for some time. They're up 14 over Tulane. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
And this offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like you've got... He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
The Sooners come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. He'll throw on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 35.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 48. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Going over the top. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. After that last fast, explosive running play, David. Why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run.
He's loose on the left. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Longhorns, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark.
No doubt about it. What do we say? Big-time players make big plays in big games. The games don't get bigger than this for this team right here, and this guy, David, has shown up today.
And it's so nice as a coach to have that dude that you know you can count on. He'll put up big numbers, and he's been carrying this offense.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. The give as they work on that clock. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Power football with the run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Great job on 1st down. Great job on 2nd down. This defense needs to come up big one more time. They got to get the stop. Big-time moment. I got to get my offense the football back.
The Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Line gets set, 1st down. The quarterback takes a knee. It was the Longhorns who will ride off into the sunset with the coveted Golden Hat Trophy after beating their despised rival to the north. Now we'll put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.